Hi, today I'm going to be doing some really quick meal prep for the week. So I'm going to be doing a Mediterranean bowl kind of for dinner throughout the week. So I have a head of cauliflower I'll use and I'll chop that up. I also have steak. I have some veggies like tomato, onion, cucumber. I'll make a little salad. I got these really cute little mini cucumbers. And we'll be doing rice, pita. First, I'm going to start with the cauliflower. So for these Mediterranean bowls, I'm gonna do some roasted cauliflower. So first I'm gonna cut them up into small pieces. You can definitely buy like pre-cut pieces. And I'm going to transfer it into a baking dish and I will go ahead and season it up. First I'm gonna add some olive oil, then some pepper, and then I'm gonna add green goddess seasoning that I got from Trader Joe's. I use this because I couldn't find any garlic at the store and I didn't have any. So that's what I used. It has like garlic and a bunch of other seasonings in it. And I also added a lot of paprika. You don't really want to skimp on the seasonings for cauliflower because it doesn't really have any flavor. And then I went ahead and tossed it all together. I wanted everything evenly coated on the cauliflower. I love roasted cauliflower. It's one of my favorite things roasted. I'm also going to just go ahead and bake it in the oven at 400. It took about 30 minutes. Now I'm just going to prep all the other veggies that we're going to eat with it. So first I'll chop some tomatoes, then I'm going to slice up some onion. This is sweet onion. I'll slice up some of those cute little cucumbers. And I went ahead and put it in a towel just so that the liquid would kind of soak out. And I did go ahead and add about a tablespoon of water to the onions and I microwaved them for 2 minutes just so they weren't raw. Next, I'm going to go ahead and mix the onions and tomatoes together and add garlic expressions dressing. You could just use like vinegar and a little bit of honey. And then this is oregano, just to add a little extra flavor. I'm going to mix it up. I'm keeping the cucumbers separate so they don't get soggy. I bought these marinated beef kebabs from Trader Joe's. You can use whatever steak recipe you'd like. I'm gonna bake these at 425 for about 20 minutes or until they're cooked through. While things are cooking, I thought I'd show you the other things that I have going along with it that I don't need to prep. Got this tzatziki, hummus. You can make your own tzatziki, your own hummus. I have this naan and rice. I just took the cauliflower out of the oven. It looks really good. Here is the steak. I just took it out of the oven. Here's everything I prepped for the Mediterranean dishes we'll be having this week. Now I'm going to move on to lunches for the week. My plan is to do the Mediterranean bowls for dinner, and then for lunches, I'm going to be making these kind of croissant roll sandwiches. So this is the reduced fat Pillsbury croissant rolls just from like the can, but you can use kind of whatever you want as kind of the base for the sandwiches. And then I'm using corned beef and cheese. Again, you can use whatever kind of meat, whatever kind of cheese you would like. So I'm just placing the corned beef on all of the croissant rolls and then adding the Parmesan cheese right on top of the meat. And then I just roll it up just like you would a normal croissant roll. These are now ready, so I'm going to bake them in the oven at 350 for about 12 to 14 minutes. Here they are, fresh out of the oven. I can't wait to try these. They smell so good. Today is Monday. I made the meal prep yesterday on Sunday, and yesterday I had kind of the cauliflower bowls with the tzatziki. And I thought it'd be kind of interesting for you to see how I switched up. I like to kind of have all the ingredients ready. Sometimes I just do exactly what I made, but sometimes I like to kind of switch it up. So today I'm gonna be switching it up and I'm gonna be making some nachos. So I thought it might be interesting for you to kind of see how I use those ingredients to make something different. I decided to just add the cucumbers kind of the day I was going to start eating this salad just so the cucumbers didn't add too much water. Here's what I had on Monday night for dinner. It was so delicious. I loved the cauliflower. I loved that salad along with kind of the toppings. Really good. On Tuesday, I decided to switch things up. So I decided to chop up the meat into smaller pieces, and I also chopped up the onions into smaller pieces and the tomatoes as well. I also want to add a little more flavor, so I'm adding some more of that green goddess seasoning that I used kind of originally in on the cauliflower, and I'm also cutting up some cilantro as well. And that's it. These are going to be our toppings. Instead of using tortilla chips, I'm going to be using the naan that I just cut up into triangles. I baked it in the oven, so I just put it in a cold oven and I baked it until the temperature reached to 350, and then I took them out and they were nice and crispy. And I'm going to add the toppings on now. First, I'm starting off with the cheese. So I'm using Parmesan because it goes well with beef, I think. But you can use like Swiss would be really good, really any kind of cheese that you have. Next, I'm going to add that steak that I added the extra seasoning to and the cilantro. And then I'm going to top it with just a little bit more cheese. And finally, just a couple pieces of those cut up tomatoes on top. These are all ready to go into the oven. I just baked them at 350 for just about 8 minutes, just for everything to get warm and melted. And this is how it looked when it came out. It smells so good. The naan is nice and crispy, and the toppings are just warm and delicious looking. I can't wait to dig in. Here's what my plate looked like for dinner this night. I also added some garlic rice on the side. It was very tasty. Besides what I've already shown you in meal prep, I thought it might be interesting to see what else we're having for the week. These aren't in any particular order. I'll just kind of make them whatever day I feel like having them. But breakfast, we'll just be doing toast and cereal with oatmeal. My husband and toddler love oatmeal. Besides for the Mediterranean cauliflower and steak, which you've already seen, we'll be doing pizza. I like using the My Busy Kitchen skinny pizza dough recipe. It's like Greek yogurt instead of oil. It's a pretty tasty recipe. And I'll be making a chicken sausage bake. So it's just kind of like a one tray bake with chicken sausage. I'll probably add like carrots, green beans, potatoes. And then I'll be doing an autumn harvest soup with pasta, and I'll be seasoning some ground beef. I don't know with what yet. And the autumn harvest soup is from Trader Joe's. It's really tasty if you haven't tried it. It's, in season for the fall. And I'll also be doing some garlic bread with just some like Parmesan on top, and then a side salad. And we'll probably be doing takeout for another night. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any comments below if you have anything specific you want me to make. I really enjoyed all the food that I ate this week. The cauliflower and the steak kind of bowls and the nachos were really good, and it was nice just to have all of the ingredients ready so that I could just kind of make up something new when I wanted something different. The sandwiches were really good. It was nice to have something different than just normal sandwiches. It was just kind of like something different, something fresh. So I really enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you next time.